You're all aware that government employees and many organized sector employees have had their jobs protected, their salaries protected, and as a result, some initial indications show that savings have increased. Because of the lockdown, many of them could not even spend their usual expenditure. So we would like to incentivize them to contribute to the revival of the demand for the benefit of the less fortunate. So what is it that we want to do to the leave travel concession cash voucher scheme? You are aware that central government employees, in a block of 4 years, in this case we are taking the instant case, which is between 2017-18, 18-19, 19-20 and 20-21, 4-year block, in which employees normally would have gone or would have availed of one leave travel to any destination of their choice, or one leave travel concession or leave travel to any destination of their choice plus one to their hometown. Otherwise, if they didn't choose a leave travel to any one destination of their choice, they would go 2 times to their native village. So one travel to a destination of their choice, or 2 travel to their native place. Sometimes it could be 1 plus 1, 1 of their choice and 1 to their native place, or 2 to their native place, which means air or rail fare as per their scale of pay, entitlement, and so on is reimbursed to them. And in addition to that, when they take the leave travel, they also get 10 days of leave encashment for that. The leave encashment has a tax component. They pay tax on it. Whereas the LTC, which is the travel fare, is tax exempt. In the scheme that we are coming up with now, all this remains the same. Where the taxation was levied on 10 days of their leave concession, that will still be levied. But on the airfare travel, it will not be levied. But can they travel now? They can't because of COVID. Many of them don't want to. So instead what we are offering is, they could have that money is given to them, for which we have had about 3 kinds of slabs created. And based on that 3 slabs, which is as per the government rules and procedures, they could spend that money in buying something of their choice. So the amount which is given to them as per their government rules, their rank, their position, their whatever, is now brought to 3 different slabs. And they are flat rate slabs, which is equivalent to the travel ticket, the round ticket that they would get, and that, which will continue to be tax-free, will have to be spent on items which have 12% or more GST tax levied on them. So you won't be buying those items of food, essentials which are in 5% slab, but you will spend them on items which have 12% or more GST. You won't just spend that amount, you will spend 3 times that amount. So this comes as an advance for you, and you spend 3 times more on items which are 12% or more in GST taxation. And even more, you will spend them only in a digital mode, no cash transactions. And you will spend them only on GST registered places which sell such goods or provide such service. And therefore, a GST invoice will be required, and they will be reimbursed. So otherwise, the LTC ticket fare component, which is now divided into 3 flat rates per person that you normally take, will have to be taken, and you spend 3 times that amount to benefit from this scheme. Whereas you leave travel, on which there is a tax component which continues, which is not a new tax, that if you spend just 1 time, that will be sufficient. All this has to be done, meaning you will have to spend it all by 31st March 2021. So this is the first one on the leave travel. I'll go to the next one afterwards, after the Hindi, which is the festival advance. But now the LTC and related leave concession, leave encashment will be said in Hindi by Anurag ji. So what is the financial boost that we assess that this will, and our assessments are very conservative. We think that the central government employees, if they opt for it, this will cost around 5,675 crores. And employees of the public sector banks and employees of the public sector other undertakings will also be allowed to avail of this facility. And we think for them, for the PSBs and PSUs, the estimated cost for them will be about 1,900 crores, which anyway they will have to bear if the LTC schemes were to be running without any obstruction. But because of COVID, people are not able to travel. Now we want to tell them that you don't need to travel, but the travel fare you take and spend it so that it gives a boost to the economy. Now, the tax concessions, as I said earlier, are available for all those tickets which central government normally gives for the LTC. These tax concessions are available even for the state governments, so, and for the private sectors too. So if they choose to, we are not saying they should, if they choose to give such things for their employees, both the state governments and private sector, they, whoever in their roles is entitled for LTC, they will also get the benefit of the same taxation benefits which the central government employees get. So the demand infusion in the economy by the central government and central government public sector undertakings, we estimate will be around 19,000 crores, and this is an approximation. And demand infusion, even if, let us say, just 50% of the states opt to give this facility, because even their state government employees do get LTC, for them if they give, we think that will bring in about 9,000 crores. So that will be the demand infusion. And when we say state governments, we've given a conservative estimate. If all of them join, it can be even much more. And state governments, again, do have their own LTC designed to help the states. In some states, they allow the LTC only to travel within the state. And in some other states, they allow travel outside the states also. So there can be some variation in the scheme. But I'm only giving you a conservative estimate of 9,000 crore. So additional consumer demand generated as a result, we expect will be in the range of 28,000 crores.
अर्थव्यवस्था को वित्तीय बढ़ावा मिले, और जो निर्णय अभी किया गया, जिसकी माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी ने आपके सामने बात रखी, अगर सरकारी कर्मचारी केंद्र के इसका लाभ उठाते हैं तो इसका कुल मिलाकर 5,675 करोड़ रुपए का इसमें उसका इम्पैक्ट देखने को मिलता है। और अगर हमारे पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स के या PSUs के एम्प्लॉयज़ भी इसका लाभ उठाते हैं और वो भी इसकी फैसिलिटी देते हैं, तो इससे भी लगभग 1,900 करोड़ रुपए का उस पर फ़र्क आएगा, उसको खर्चा होगा। टैक्स कंसेशन जो केंद्र की सरकार, जैसे पहले कहा कि भाड़े पर दिया जाता है, उसी तर्ज पर अगर राज्य की सरकारें भी और प्राइवेट सेक्टर भी अगर केंद्र के दिशा निर्देशों को मानता है और ये जो पात्र हैं LTC के यात्रा अवकाश के लिए, इसके लिए इनको इसका लाभ उठा सकते हैं। केवल केंद्र सरकार के दिशा निर्देशों को मानना होगा, इनको टैक्स कंसेशन भी मिल जाएगा। और इससे अर्थव्यवस्था में कितनी मांग बढ़ेगी, इससे 19,000 करोड़ रुपया केंद्र सरकार के कर्मचारियों, पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स और PSUs के माध्यम से बढ़ेगी और राज्य की सरकारों के जो कर्मचारी हैं उनके माध्यम से लगभग 9,000 करोड़। तो कुल मिलाकर 28,000 करोड़ की अतिरिक्त उपभोक्ता मांग पैदा होगी, जिससे अर्थव्यवस्था को भी बल मिलेगा और जो मैंने पहले कहा, कम भाग्यशाली को ज़्यादा आय और ज़्यादा व्यापार के अवसर भी